Yes.
Okay. Please, if you're not shy like me, please kindly raise your hands so we can make this interactive once and for all and get what we are here for. Please let me see your hands. 2, 3 people. It's okay. Okay. Thank you. Iwilsa, right? Winnie. Okay. We have just one person. Winnie, thank you for raising your hands. And today we'll be talking about reports and visualization types in Power BI. So yesterday we discussed about DAX, right? And different type of DAX that we have by following shop. And we discussed some aspects of the different type of DAX in which we talked about the calculated table, the calculated column, and then the measures, right? So today we'll be making use of some of the DAX that was created yesterday. And as we go on, we might create some too, right? To build our reports and visualization. So I don't know if can anyone tell me data visualization? What do you mean by that? What do you understand by data visualization in essence? Not really Power BI, not only Power BI. Anyway, what does, when you hear data visualization, what comes to your mind? What do you understand by it? So Winnie, right? Winnie, your mic is on, right? So you can talk.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, please, I can.
Okay. Data visualization is like representing data in graphical formats, like pictures, visual formats, just to make it easier to understand for insights, to view maybe trends or patterns.
Yeah, thank you so much. So it's just like a graphical representation of your data in general. So it helps you to just see the overview of your data set that we have thousands, millions of data set that you have. And visualization just helps you to see the granular representation, the graphical representation of that data. And it helps you to just get some business information about the whole of the data set. When you're just looking at thousands and millions of data sets, you might not really understand what is going on, except you now try to check each of the column, what is in there. So and that one will take you a lot of time for you to understand. But with visualization, it helps you to grab it at once and just helps you to understand the various things. Normally we know that viewing visuals on a normal day, taking videos or pictures or something, it makes it stick to your brain than reading and reading upon reading before you can get something. So same thing with visualization in data. It just helps you to grab and understand what the data is all about and gives you that graphical representation of it. And for the graphical representation, we have the different types of various charts that can help you to understand what your data is talking about. And then for the reports here, and I said reports and visualization, right? So visualization, we've talked about the graphical representation in different charts, right? The report now, if I can see one other person apart from Winnie, so I just want this to be one person, Adibola, Adibola Winnie. So if I can see one person that can talk about report, what do you mean by report in data? We have different reports. Anybody can say, please give me a report on this. But in data, what do you mean by reports? So does anyone know what it means and what you understand by it? We gave one person just mic, Abby, one mic. Busola, do we have another hand? Please, can we also
Yes.
get another person?
Uh, I think the only way we can do that is if we give every one of them like permission. So if there is anyone that has an idea, the person can just unmute and speak. I think that will be better because I
Okay.
don't know. I don't think they want to raise up their hand.
How, please,
Yes.
I'm begging you. This is the last class. Please, let's just try to make it interactive enough. Please, let's talk. Mm? I want it to be like a chat class. Please. So if you know anything about reports, what you mean, I mean, what we meant by reports in data or in Power BI or any other visualization tools that please, you can just raise your hand and talk about it. Do we have anyone? Isaac, please, can you tell us? Isaac. Okay, no one is talking. Isaac, you can hear me, right? Okay. Dico. Oh yeah. Let's hear you, Dico. You can unmute. Dico. Hello, Dico. Dico, you can unmute and talk, please.
Your mic is on, Diko. I've given you mic permission. Just unmute yourself and talk.
Okay, so let me just summarize what report is, right? We talked about visuals. That visuals is just graphical representation, different chart type, right? And when you're talking about reports is just a combination of all these visuals, right? It's just like a multi-perspective view into your charts, into various charts and modelings that you've done behind the data, right? So it's just like the representation of all these visuals together in one page or in different pages, right? So it's just happy to represent your findings and your insight from your old data sets, the modeling that you've done, and all the calculations inside that you've done. So it helps you to represent the findings in a whole page or different pages. So that's what we meant by reports. So let's go to the agenda of today. We have some things that we're going to discuss about. So as I said, we're going to talk about the type of visualizations that we have. Then we'll move to custom visualizations in Power BI. And then we start to try various charts that we have in Power BI and also some formattings. So apart from just creating the visuals, there are some formattings, like the same way we do some formattings on Excel visuals, right? That you just, okay, I want to add data label, I want to add axis, I want to add this and that, just to give it life. So we have the same thing in Power BI, formatting. And also we have moving, reshaping, restructuring, popping out of your visualization and all those things. The various features too. We have various features in Power BI that we'll look into. Then if we have time, that is if we have time, then I'll show you how to publish your report so that others can see it, not only for your own use, not only for your face, where you can publish your report to and how others can make use of it, right? So, but that is if we have time. Let's hope so. So are you with me? Introduction to Power BI visuals. We've already discussed what data visualization is. And here it says process of converting your raw data into graphs, into different charts that we have. And it's just like an image that is created from the data, as you've all said, as Winnie said the other time. So they are called visuals. Visualizations are also called visuals. And they are composed of various charts that we have in Power BI. So different type of visualization we have in Power BI. We have various types. We have area charts. I'm sure you've this. I don't know if you've done any creation of charts in Excel in the last Excel class that you did. Did you create
Yes, we
any?
did.
Yeah. So we're also going to discuss. They are similar, and we also have some that are in Power BI that are not on Excel too. So we're just going to discuss about that. So we have different types. We have areas. We have cards. We have bar or column. We all these things. You just need to familiarize yourself with all these terms, all these names, the types of visuals that you have, because some of your stakeholders can come and say, oh, this is the kind of visual I want in my report. This is the kind of visual I want in my dashboard, like that. So you need to familiarize yourself with it and know what each of them does, the functions that each of them does, and when you can use each of them like that. So which are very important. So let me just go to the area chart. So we'll just take it one after the other first before creating a report. Let's just see what each of them does like that and when we can make use of them. So I will be making use of the last class Power BI data set I make use of yesterday. We all remember, right? Can you see my screen? Can
Yes,
everyone
yes.
see my screen? Yeah. So we're going to talk about each of these visuals, and also let me just show you the UI design of the whole report view. So majorly, this is where we call report view. This interface that you're seeing is a report view, and I'm very sure you've discussed about each of these tabs, right, and what it does from the various, different classes that you've had earlier. So majorly will be we'll work more on the report view. You've talked about the DAX view, you've talked about the table view, and then other views like that. So majorly we'll be working on this report view. And on the report view, you see some tabs, some, what's it called? Various tabs open here. You see format, right? Can we see format? And we can see build, and we can see data. By your right hand side, you will see various tabs also. And when you hover on it, it shows you what each of them mean. Looking at this, that looks like a database. You know that it's composed, it contains your data set, right? Let me just close up all this so that I can start from the scratch for you. Okay. So for the first one at the right hand side, you see data. So when I click on it, it shows me the table that was loaded from the Power Query or you've worked on like that. It shows you the different data tables that you have, right? Yesterday, you created this table, calculation table, which you can put in your measures, all the created measures that you have. Then also beside it, below it rather, you have build. This build is for formatting. So when I click on this build, it shows you your data visualizations types. You see, you have different kind of charts in here. And then as you're dropping any column from any table here, it drops automatically in your columns here, right? And then it helps you to visualize it in your report view in here. Below history, we have format pane. And when you click on format pane just shows you all the formatting styles that you can do to your visuals, like size and styles. It just helps you to reshape your visuals. So let me assume I'm using this table visual here that you did yesterday. Let me bring it to the middle. So here, if I say I want to increase the height and I say 600, you'll see that it will increase the height, it brings it down. If I want to increase the width and say 500, it increases the width too. And same thing with the horizontal and vertical, that this is just the location of where I want it to be. So if I say 200, it will move. Can you say that it moves to the left-hand side? And same thing with the vertical. So when you check the title shows it, okay, I want to add title to this my visual, right? You know, you have the column name, product name, this is sum of quantity like that. But if I want to add title, I can click on title and then I put in my title that first is showing product by quantity, right? So it automatically shows in here that this is your title, and you can format the title, give it a text color. If I want the color to change from black to orange, if I want the background to be, okay, I want it to be black. So it just changes everything. And this is just like a formatting to all your charts. And you can, so the formatting now, we have various formatting to different charts. The formatting that you're seeing here for table visual, it will be different from another chart. So let me say you have a bar chart, right? A column chart. The formatting will change. It will be different from what you have from the table visual. So that's it about the format aspects, and you can do a lot of things. You can just check it at any leisure time that you have to check what each of them does. So also we have a performance analyzer. Performance analyzer, I noticed Following Show also was discussing about best practice for your DAX measure yesterday, best practice for this and that. So you can actually make use of your performance analyzer to record your visual refreshing and see which one is taking time to load, which one is not taking that. Just find ways to resolve it and then make it more faster. So performance analyzer just help you to have the best practice and also ensures that you change some of the things that are affecting your slow visuals, right? When they're refreshing and the likes. Then also here we have bookmarks. Bookmarks also, you use it in your report, like, okay, I want a different page. Maybe this report is showing me products by quantity, but I want to show maybe products by cost, right? You can just make another view entirely. You just click on add and then it shows you, you can be able to select the visuals that you want in each of those bookmarks. Like normally, we usually bookmark our, what's it called, browser tabs, right? So same thing can be done inside here. Then we also have synchronization slicers. Here is, maybe I have a page here. I have a slicer that says, okay, I think I'm already going into different visuals now. Okay, it's just the overview of what each of these panes, what they do and what you can use them for. So do we understand that before I go into the different charts and explaining what each of them, are you with me, please? And I hope I'm not too fast. Please, I cannot see you. Just say yes, no. Okay. I can't see any reaction or anything at the moment. Please, are you with me? Hello? Okay, please, I cannot see your yes or no. Yeah, I just need a voice. Just say yes, I'm with you so that I can hear, because I won't be coming back here, going on and off like that. Okay, so now let's start with the different charts that we have. As I've said earlier, I will talk about, where's my PowerPoint? Yeah, I'll talk about each of these visuals and then when we can use them. All right, so let me go to my visuals. As I said, where will I click on if I'm looking for visuals? If I want to see all my visuals, please, someone should just talk. Where will I go to here? Is it the data? Is it the build? Is it the format? Is it the performance analyzer? Is it bookmarks? Is it this synchronized slicer? So which of them? So if I want to see my visuals, all my visuals, the default ones, so where will I go? Can someone please talk? I just want a response. I won't be able to go back to the chat to see what you're typing. Hello? Please, am I the only one here? Okay, you don't get the question. I'm saying, okay, I want to see my visuals. So we want to talk about each of those visuals now. And as I've said from the overview here that you can see here, where would I go to from this right-hand side? All these tabs that you're seeing here, where would I go to for me to see all those visuals? That's a question. Is it the data? Is it the build? Is it the format? Is it the performance analyzer, bookmarks, and the like? So which of them would I click on to see the visuals? Winnie, please, can you talk? Is your mic on? Can you on your mic? Christopher, yeah, please. Is it possible you put on your mic? Okay, we don't have a mic. So sorry. It's just if you're willing to talk throughout the session, just raise your hand so that I can unmute you now.
You have
Winnie,
to
right?
go to build.
Okay. Sorry, what did you say?
Build.
Build. Thank you so much. So from your build, you will see the various charts that we have in here. So as I've said, let's go to the area chart first. And where is our area charts? If you notice, you see, if you hover on each of these visuals, you will see the names. It just shows you, just pop up like that. So you see the area chart in here. And we have different kind of area charts. We have the area chart that is just normal area charts, right? Then also we have the stacked area charts. Let me also bring this one. Okay, let me populate this, Control C, Control V. Yeah, so I want this to just be area charts, and I want this to be stacked area charts, right? And the third one, the third area charts that we have is the 100% stacked area charts. So I just do Control C, Control V, and this is 100% stacked area chart. So I'm just going to show us the difference between each of those area charts. And as I've said earlier, let me go to my format. I just want to put title. Let me just add a visual here first. So for area charts, the best is majorly used when you want to check something over time. You want to check a particular measure over time. Or maybe you want to check profit, you want to check sales, you want to check quantity that was ordered or quantity that you sold in a business over time. So if you're saying over time, that means it shows you like maybe per year, per quarter, per month, per day, right? So in essence, we'll be making use of a calendar. We have a calendar that was created yesterday. So let's make use of this month, right? So if I click on my month here, you see that it's not showing any value yet because month is not a value. It's just like a text, a text, right? So it won't show you anything. So if I now put in from your calculation tables that we had yesterday for measures, all the measures that was created. So yesterday, I created some new measures, the new additional measures. Let me just show us. Let me take us through it. So yesterday you had total sales. Follow on short talked about how to calculate your total sales, right? Which is your sum X that iterates over each of the rows, right? To get the total sales and using a related product table, which the product retail price is coming from there to get your total sales, right? Then total units sold is the sum of the quantity, the transaction quantity, right? You got that yesterday too. Then I added total cost and total. Yeah, so total cost is like the cost of production, right? You have total sales, but the cost of production of producing those products, right? We have it as cost. And for you to not get the profit, it will not be your what? Your total sales minus total cost. Do you understand that? So I'm using variables just to call in my explicit measure, right? So I'm calling in this explicit measure and I'm also calling this and I'm saying sales minus cost will give me my total profit, right? So for this area chart, I would like to use my total profits. Let me pick my profit here. And you see how this one is showing. Let me remove this table. This. Okay. And you see that this is showing you over time, December. However, this thing is not well arranged. You can see that we have December, November, July, March. So it's not arranged like January, February, March. And it's also important for us to arrange it like that. And you can do that by sorting it by the month number. But because we do not have month number here, the table view here, so it's just best for us to create a month number. So you can just create a new column. I don't need to be going through how to create each of these, right? Month number. Just follow along as I'm doing it. I just hope I'm not too fast. So this is month, a function called month, and then I put my date, right? And my date is coming from calendar, right? Calendar dates. So I pick my calendar dates and I enter. So it just shows me the month name, January, February, March. So I want to sort this month number by the month name rather by the month number so that when I have January, February comes first, second, March comes third, like that. So I just sorted this thing that you're seeing here is called sorting. That you want to sort it by which of the column. So I'm selecting the month number, I'm still sorting it by the month number. And if I come here and then I can use this three more option arrow, and I say sort axis by month number, right? So it shows you December, November, and I want it to be January, February. So I just come to sort ascending from January, February, and you see what it looks like. Can you see it? Just yes, no, like that. Let me just hear the response. I've given two persons mic. Please let me just
Yes,
have
we
the
can hear
response.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you see that January, February, March, we have different profit value for it like that. And if you hover on it, it shows you the profit that you have, 85,000. However, if you want to see the value, that's where you come to the formatting aspect. So under your formatting, you come to data labels and you put it on. So if you put your data labels on, you'll see different values. And under these data labels too, there are ways to format it. Maybe I don't want to see it in thousands. I want to see it in millions or whatever that you want. You just come to your value here and then come to your display unit. You can put none. If it's none, you see that it will change, which is not too nice for us, right? So I can put it back to auto and I can say, okay, thousands or millions or billions, right? So that's it about that one. And then let me just quickly go to this so that when we're doing other visuals, we won't need to go back to them again. So for me, if I'm putting the data labels, right, if I'm putting it on, I don't like seeing this number here again. I mean, on the y-axis. So it's better you put off your y-axis because it's not proper for you to be seeing numbers here and still seeing it on your on each of those months, right? So we can just put off the value here, right? Also, since your title is already specifying that this is profit by month, and you can change this title yourself, right? There's no need putting title here to showing profit. So let me just take it off. Month name, everybody knows that January, February, March is month. Just to avoid all this repetition, right? Which is your x-axis. So you come to x-axis and then you put the title off. And that is it. Then leave the values, which are the January, February, March. So we can still leave that one. So you get that, right? So now let me come to, this is area chart, right? So I want to do a stacked area chart and I want you to see the difference between the two, right? I can actually copy this. Let me just delete it. Control C, Control V. Then I change it here, stack area charts. So I would just like you to see something. I want to add my total sales. Okay, let me add total sales here. Did you see what happened here? You see that I'm having two lines, one for profits and the other one for total sales, right? For each of those months. And if you notice your January, check the value for January. January profit says 85,000, right? Let me add the value here so that you can see something. Let me add the value here. And then this value here, I don't want this million. So let us make it thousands, display units, and then make it thousands. Yeah, so this is better. So you see here that we have 143, 85,000 for profit, right? This is profit. And then your what's it called? Total sales is 143,694. But if you come here, you notice that this is already 200 million, right? This is 200,000. Sorry, let me change that so we all can see. Display units for y value for y-axis rather. Let's put it on thousands too, just for us to be clear. And here too, let me add my total sales so that you can understand something. So for the first one, which is the area chart, you notice that this is 86,000, 85,000, and this is 143,000. But if you now come to the area stacked chart, you notice that this profit here is still showing 85, right? And is within this between 0 to 100,000. However, if you come to your total sales is supposed to be 143, but you're seeing that this value here, if you're looking from 200,000 here, it's reaching about 220 something or 30. Who can tell us why it is that?
Sorry, please come again.
So I'm saying for area chart, this is area chart, right? From here, you see, whenever you pick on a chart, you notice that there is a square bracket beside that chart. That's area chart. And if you come to the second one, if I select the second one, it comes to area, what's it called? Stacked area chart. This is stacked area chart. While this one is, okay, let me put, why this one is just area chart. Do you understand? So for this area chart, we have 85,000 here as profit and 143,000 as total sales, right? But if you come to area stacked chart, you notice that for this 143,000 total sales is showing above 200,000. See the axis. You can see this is 0, this is 100,000, this is 200,000. Right? Total sales is supposed to be 143, but it's above 200,000. So who can tell us the reason why it is so? Do you understand now?
It is
Okay.
like addition. It's like a sum of the total sales and the total profit.
Exactly. Thank you so much. In simple language, that's just it. It's just like it displays your cumulative. We call something stacked. When we say it is stacked, like it is just building and building and building upon. So if I'm even adding another measure now, it will keep adding it up and then gives you the total, like a cumulative total of multiple data series that you've added. Data series is the profits. We have the total sales. If I had another one now, let me put total cost, right? It continues to add up, which is not giving you the real value for each of those or for each of those what's it called, measures. However, area chart will give you the right for each of those measures. Profit is 85,000, total sales is 143,000. It won't go above the 143. But for the area stack is just like a cumulative total of whatsoever data series that you're putting into your chart. And all of them just stacked upon each other like that. Then if I now come to 100%, when we say something is already 100%, you know, it's going to just add up to 100%. Let me bring this down so we can all see. So if I just change this one to 100% stacked area charts, let's see what is going to happen there. You see that it's giving it to us as percentage, right? See this one percentage of, you can see the profit. So if you add up all this together, it makes it 100%. So for the whole of January, it just add it up for you and tells you that, okay, profit is giving you 29% of the total value. Total sales is giving you 50%. Total cost is giving you 20, like that. So that's just the difference between the area chart, the stacked area chart, and then the 100% stacked area chart. So you know when to use each of these charts, and then depends on the requirements that you're being given. The kind of requirements your stakeholder will give you will determine which of the charts would help your stakeholder or your user to grab or understand better what they are trying to look for in order to make some decisions in the company. So do we understand that? Let me go to bar and column chart. I don't want us to take our time because we still want to create a report. So for bar and column chart, we have bar chart here. The same thing goes for stacked bar. So I wouldn't want us to start explaining what stacked bar chart is. It's all about again. So the same process that goes for stacked area chart and 100% stacked area chart goes for all these stacked bar charts too, or stacked column chart. So we have a 100% stacked column chart here. We have 100% stacked bar chart. Then this one and this one is bar chart, just cluster bar chart, normal charts, which are used basically for categories. It just helps you to check various values across different categories. So if I'm saying my category, let's try to pick maybe region, yeah, sales region, and then from my measures, let me pick profit. You see that this is a bar chart. It just shows you different category specific values across the different categories that you have in your data set. And I can convert this to column chart. Column chart will just bring it like vertical chart like that. So it's still the same thing. It's just you can either use bar chart or column chart, any of them, depending on how you want to view your reports, but it's still showing the same thing. It's just showing the same interpretation. And then if you look for stacked, if you're checking the stacked now, it will show you the same thing we did for the area chart. So let me pick my total cost and you see what it's doing to. You see that it's just stacking it upon each other and then giving you the cumulative value at the end of the day. Do you understand? So bar charts and column charts, they are standard. They are standard visuals that we usually use in most of your charts, in most of the reports that you see online. You will surely see either bar chart or column charts. Those ones are just standard because it easily helps your users to grab what you're trying to see. So it's used for different categories just to see your specific values across the different categories that you have. So the next thing now, let's move to cards. We call another visual cards. And we also we have different kind of cards. We have cards, we have multi-row card, and then Power BI also added a new feature, which is a new card. They call that one new card. I'll show you the difference between the card and then the new card, then the multi-row cards. So cards just shows you a single value. So if I select card. You saw that it was from column chart before, right? And it's changed to card, right? And it just shows you a single value, right? In one column or in one square or rectangle shape that you have. You can shape it anyhow you want. And you can also format it to different things, how you want to view it. So this is just the first card. And then let me duplicate this and say new cards. So this is the new card. So for the new card, you can display different things in one card. However, as you're putting it in there, it will just differentiate it for you. So if I add total cost here, total customer, total product, you see that it's just adding up to it and it is showing you, dividing it into different sections like that. And from your layout, you can see that this is like, you can view like, just go by your horizontal or what's it called? Shifts to your left or your right to see all that. However, you can make use of your format to make it either single column. If I say single column, it brings it down and make it just a column. And if I say, okay, I want it in a single row, it brings it like that as a single row. Then you can add more cards. So the maximum cards shown here is just 1, 2, 3. But I just want everything to show at once. So you can just say, okay, I want my maximum to be 5. And if I'm adding another one, you should see that automatically it just shows you the whole of the 5. But in just normal card, you cannot do that. If I had total cost here, you see that I cannot even add. It can't allow me to pick another measure. So it will just show you a single value in a single rectangle or row or what's it called? Square shape, and that's it. But for the new cards, you can select as multiple measures and then devise it in for you. Also from here, you can do a lot of formatting. I wouldn't do that now. So when you're doing your practice, you can go through this and just practice and see what each of those formats can do for you, right? So your cut, you can change it into different style. This is rectangle, I can have rounded. As I change this to rounded rectangle, you can change the rounded corners. If I want 20, it changes it like that. You just be noticing the changes that is happening to these round circles here, the round corners. If I change it to 10, it's also changed like that, like that. So you can do all those down, all those ones, put shadows, put glow, but just be very careful when you're doing your formatting and don't make it too color riot, that kind of what's it called, rainbow colors. No. So it's also important for you to check your color palette, the colors that you can mix together that will make sense and not the one that will look like, masquerade. So you get it. So for the multi-row cards, so let me select multi-row cards here. I'm changing this card new to multi-row cards. And you see what is happening here. It changes it from that square layout that you have on cards to something like this. And you can also change the styles in here. You can change the cards and put some accent bar and the likes in here. So let me change something here. I think we did something and said, okay, we want it to be horizontal or vertical, right? So you can also do some adjustments in here to see how you want your cards to look like. Let me put in my sales region here. Can you see what is happening here? Sorry, you can see that it's a multi-row cards rather. So it just shows you that I added the region, my sales region and my total sales, and it just divided it into the different sales region that we have. The Canada West, we have this, and it just shows you the total sales below. Central West, this is the value we have. Mexico, this is the value we have, like that, like that, like that. So those are the different cards, visuals that we also have in Power BI. Please, do we understand that before we move to another chart? So for all those cards, if you want to display total number of customers that we have, total sales that we have, total quantity, total region, total countries, and things like that. So we can use cards or new cards or multi-row cards, depending on how you want it, to visualize all those visuals. Are we good to go? Are we good to go?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So let's go to combo cards. So we also have combo charts rather, not combo cards, combo charts. And when we're talking about combo charts, just like Napolabo combination of two things. Do you understand? So it just combines either your column chart. I mean, yeah, it combines your column chart, not even either. It combines your column chart and a line chart together. So if you see something like you're having a column chart here, and then you're also having a line inside it. So let me pick this. Don't worry, I'm just changing, I'm making sure I'm using just one visual to do all like that to avoid repetition of pages in here. So for your column combo chart, I have my sales region as the x-axis, which is showing this, and then I have my total sales as my column y-axis. Then it's asking for your line y-axis because it's just combination of line and then column charts, right? And it can also make use of a start. I think I've even picked start here. Let me make use of just normal column. Yeah. So my line y-axis, who can tell us what to pick? We have total sales here. What do you think we can pick? Profit, cost, customer. Which one would you like us to pick? Sorry?
Customer.
Yeah. So let's pick cost because I said, let me just drag it. So you can just drag it and put it in your line y-axis, right? So you see that it's bringing the line chart for you, right? In addition to the column charts that you have. So these ones, there are reasons why we use combo charts in some cases. Okay, let me assume that my stakeholder, they want to see a column chart that shows region by the total sales. And also at the same time, they want to see that region by total cost. And I'm like, I don't want to waste my space. I want to manage the space that I have in my report. So let me just combine these two together and they can see both in the same visual. And when you had your data label will show what each of them represent, right? So it's kind of easier for you. And most of the time, it's even good for you to have percentage. If you're having percentage of something, it just shows, this is showing value, and this will just show percentage, maybe 20%, this 1%, blah, blah, percent. I mean, the line. Do you understand? So it helps you to conserve your canvas because we call this canvas space. Also, it helps you to have multiple measures within just within the different value ranges that you have. Then in some cases, it also helps you to correlate between the two measures. We have total sales and total cost. So it just helps you to correlate between the two measures and see how they're performing, and in essence helps you to just determine which one is giving us the bad sales or which one is giving us a good sales like that. So that's what combo charts helps you to do. And also you can use it as a stacked. We also have the stacked here. And the same thing I told you about stacked, how it applies like that cumulative of values over time like that. So the same thing for this. And the time to use it depends. I would not advise you to use stacked when you will not explain better to your stakeholder what it means, because your stakeholder will come back to you and tell you that why is this value not valuing? Like I'm seeing 100 and I'm seeing 50, and this thing is just showing me 150. How come? So we should also be considerate when using any of the charts and know when to use it exactly. So there's another chart we call the composition tree. Decomposition tree. Where's my decomposition tree? Yeah. Yeah. So this is my decomposition tree. You see that it's just like breaking something down, breaking. So let me pick this. And I say, okay, my decomposition tree, in essence, it helps you to aggregate something into a, so just like breaking down, I have total sales, right? Let me put total sales here as my analyze. I want to analyze this total sales. What are those things that aggregate for me to have this total sales? What are those things that I can put into measure? What are those things I can think about that can bring up that total sales? Okay, so if I'm saying I want to explain it by maybe region, and I select my region, if I click on this plus, high value or low value, or let me just say sales region, it shows you the breakdown of what each of these region is accumulating to the total sales. So what is Northwest bringing? What is Mexico Central bringing? What is Southwest bringing that makes up this total sales? Do we get? So it helps you to aggregate the whole of this data, this sales region data set, and enables you to just drill down into all these dimensions. And it can be any order. As I've said, we have high value, we have low value, depending on the one you want. So if I cancel this back again and I say, okay, just high value, You see that it shows it descending order, right? And if it's low value, it just shows it in ascending order. And also, I want to add another one to it. Okay, from this northwest, how are the products? What are the products that makes up all this northwest, right? So I can go to my products table. So since we've done the modeling aspect of it, so I can say, okay, which products brand, right? Which products brand? Let me just click on this plus and say my products brand. You see now, so for northwest alone, because I'm clicking on northwest, let me click on northwest alone. For northwest, all these values, adding it up together makes up the 847,000. This is my, can you see it clearly? Let me take this up. Can you see it clearly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So it just helps you to understand, it's just drilling down, drilling down. If I add another explain by again, it drills down again and say, okay, for this product brand, let me see which of the sub products or something, or how many customers like that. So it just helps you to disaggregate each of those metrics that are from total sales. You break it down into sales region. For sales region for Northwest alone, what are those products that made up that money, right, for the Northwest? And I can also break this one down again like that. So if your stakeholder wants to see like an exploration of what makes up a total value, you can give them this decomposition tree. It's just help them to see the root cause of something. Just like explaining that, okay, what made up this, what made up this, what made up that. So it explains to them what causes the aggregation of this total sales or this total customer or this total blah, blah, blah. Just make it up like that. Do we get it like that? So the next chart I'll be looking at is the donut and pie chart. I don't even need to explain donut and pie chart. We all know what donut and pie chart is, right? Or do I need to explain that again? Do I need to explain donut and pie charts? Hey, let me show you something. I wouldn't want to use this. Let me see. I want to make a beautiful pie chart here. Yeah, this is a beautiful pie chart. Or isn't it? Is this not a beautiful pie chart?
Very beautiful.
Very, very beautiful. Like seriously. And I've seen a lot of reports like that you will see all these beautiful pie charts. I'd be like, oh gosh, this is wonderful. But who can tell me what to look at when you're doing pie charts? What are the how do I say it? The law. Yeah, the law of pie charts. Just tell me one law of pie charts that is very unique. Mm. Who can tell me one law of pie charts? Looking at this chart now. Okay, let me do another one. Okay, let's just use something here. Okay, even this one is beautiful. This one is beautiful. We created a new column yesterday. What's that new column? Can someone remind me? Parity, yeah. You guys, you don't want to remind me of the new column you created yesterday. Hello, are you with me?
Yes, we are with you.
No, this is still okay. No. I'm looking for a particular column that is just having like 3, 4. So who can tell me? I need someone to tell us. Okay, this is the guy. This is good. Okay, so who can tell me the difference between all these pie charts that I've drawn here? And then tell me which one is more, which one should we use? Okay, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. By now, we should go into reporting.
I prefer the last one because that show us the real part that every measurement occupy on the pie.
Okay, nice
The
one. Which of
percent,
the last one? Which of the last one? Okay, I have 1, 2, 3. So this is 1, this is number 2, this is number 3. So which of this last one?
the three, the third one.
Can you see me? Can you see my screen? This is the first one.
Yeah.
This is the second one, and this is the third one. So
Okay, the
which?
second one then. I prefer the second one because they show the percentage of the value and how part they occupy on the pie. That you can make a decision about it.
Okay,
It's
thank
very
you.
clear. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very clear compared to this beautiful one. So in essence, what I'm saying is this beautiful one that we're seeing it. Andrews, do you want to say something? Busola, please, can you on his mic? So in essence, pie charts, this beautiful one here doesn't make any sense because all these tiny things, they are all too tiny, and you have to stress your eyes before you can make any good reason or any good insight from this pie chart. It doesn't make any sense at all. So this is not right as a data analyst for you to do. No, even when you are like when you just wake up from your sleep, you shouldn't create something like this. No, it is very, very bad. So pie charts shouldn't show you more than 4. 4 at most 5. Now that 5 safe, you cannot do without. Like says just have this 5, but you're now saying 6, 7. Run. I mean, run for your dear life. So for pie charts, it just shows you relationship of parts to a whole. So it always represents it in a percentage like that, like standard. And then sometimes it also shows you the value. Most of the time, right? It shows you the value and also the percentage of a part to a whole of the cycle. So the whole of the cycle is 100%, and this one just shows you part of the 100% is 9.5%, and then the remaining part is what 90.41%. And then that's also, even this one, I will just say we can manage it. This is more 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is 4. Yeah, this is good. This is the perfect one. But if you're having 6, 7 hits, no, that's a dangerous risk to take. So let's just delete our beautiful pie chart and then go to the next chart. So I just hope we are getting what we are explaining in here, right? Then also you can convert this one to donut chart before I leave. Yeah. So you can see that, okay, it's just creating one ribbon, one circle, empty or blank space in between. It's just for fancy things, actually. It depends. You can use it, you cannot use it. It depends on how you want it. So either the pie chart or the donut chart, So that's it. And then we also have something we call KPI or gauge charts. KPI. So let me bring where's my KPI? Yeah, this is my KPI. So we have KPI, and then let me change this one, convert this one to God, where is my God? Yeah. So some of us drive car here, right? And whenever you look at the dashboard on your car, what do they call it? Yeah, your dashboard, your car dashboard. You see something that is reading like going up, coming down, going up, coming down like that. That's a gauge chart, right? So it's just like a circular arc, not up to 100 and 360. Yeah, 360 degrees, not up to 360, 180 degree, right? And it displays a single value that measures towards a goal. So your goal here, you can put in your goal. Maybe this is total cost. Let me change this to total products. Here I can do this and just pick total. Let me just pick profit and then, right? Then total sales. Let me just put my total sales as target. It's just an example, right? So it's just as if you having a target. I have a target of 1.76 million. Can you see my screen? I have a target of 1.76 million. But from in a particular region or in the company, we've only made 1.05 million. So that means I've not achieved my target. I've not reached my target. But this God chart just helps you to track your, it helps you to track your what's it called? Your actual value that you've gotten now. It helps you to track it towards that goal. Do we get? So, and also it's the same thing that goes on for cars, so that you just track the level of your fuel or something, how it is reading, it's coming down, or I buy more fuel, it's going up like that, like that. So you just have to have some important features that you need to put in here. Your target value is very important. If you're having a goal chart and you're not having your target, then you're not doing anything. So you must add your target. Maybe for the target for marketing department, for total, what's it called? Total engagement is 100,000 in a month, right? And then you have your total target here added. Then the actual that you've achieved, you put it in here as a value. And here you can add your minimum or maximum value that you want. Maybe I don't want it to start from 0. I want it to start from 20 or something. So you can just add all those ones. The maximum value, maybe I don't want it to reach 2.11. I want it to just reach 2.0. So you can add all those maximum value. But the major important things are your value and then your target value, and it helps you to just read and then making sure that you're making progress towards your goal. Today it can be 1.05, tomorrow it increases again, like that, and sometimes it might even drop if you're not being careful enough. So do you understand the ghost charts? Then let me use the opportunity to explain this KPI. KPI, as we know, key performance indicator, right? And it communicates the progress that you also made towards a goal. So it's almost the same thing as a GOT value, and it helps you to measure progress. However, this KPI can help you to measure progress in a trend axis. So if I'm putting months here, you see that it's just showing January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Do you understand? Are we getting it? So this is the total value that you've had, total cost. But over time, that total cost, KPI just helps you to show how the progress was like in the month of January. This was how the value was. Then it came down in February. It went up in March, right? It came down in April again. It went up a little bit in May, June. It went up. July, it came down. August, like that. So this one just helps you to show your trend axis of a particular progress that you are making towards a goal. Do we get that? Do we get that? I hope you are getting that.
Yes.
Okay. So for the line charts, let me remove this. Now I'm going to line charts. Basically, line chart is best used for over time, like a time series, majorly time series. So yeah, I'm removing this sales region, right? And I'm putting my maybe months. Yeah. So over time, the same thing that is going on in your KPI here, that's just showing January, February, March, blah, blah, blah. The line chart emphasizes overall shape of the entire series of values. So it just shows you your value over time in your data sets, be it by January, February, month, or quarterly, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3. How do I have hierarchy? We call something hierarchy. That shows you the breakdown per year. Okay, my stock date has that. So you see this date hierarchy, right? If I drill it down, you see here. Okay, let me just pick. Let me use this. I think this will be much good. So from here, you can see that you have your year. This is December, January, 1996, 1997. For 1996, you have quarter 4, right? And you have December, blah, blah, blah. You can actually drill up or drill down. So we call something drill up or drill down in Power BI. So drill up or drill down, if it's drill up, okay, let me do this drill up, and you see that it goes from year now. Now you're not seeing January, February, March, April, May. You just break it down for you. And let me select only and drill up for this. So it just shows you, like, it's just breaking it down again, breaking it down again for you. And you can also use all this arrow to drill up or drill down. So this one is a drill up, while this one is drill down. So let me drill down like that. And then bring this one 1 man level into the hierarchy like that. So Drill hub and drill and also helps you to gain some insight into your data set. Let me not use month now. Let me try to use a bar chart or a column chart and then change this to region. Okay, in our region we have do we have country? Sales region, sales. No, that. Take this away. Total sales alone. So okay. So if I drill up, you see that you only see the regions, Canada West, Central West, blah, blah, blah. But if I now drill down, I can just select just Mexico Central. That, okay, I want to drill down to only Mexico Central. Let me see all the sales district in Mexico, what's it called? Mexico Central. And I click on I right click, don't forget, I will right click on it and then I drill down and I see that in Mexico Central, I'm seeing Camacho, Mexico City, Orizaba, and the likes that makes up the Mexico Central. And I can also drill up back or right click and then drill up, either one. So I drill up and it takes me back here. And I can also pick my Northwest and drill down. And it shows me my sales district, but I've selected it in my x-axis. So from your x-axis, you see sales region, then you drill down to sales district, drill up to sales region back, things like that. Do we get? I hope we're getting it. Hello?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And then let me go to, it's because of my time. Okay, let me just show, I'm not showing any chart again. The last chart I'm going to show you is slicer. That one is very, very important. After doing your report, you want to slice. And what do we mean by slice? Like I just want to see a part of something. So it's almost like filter, inside here, inside filter here, I can say for only this chart, I want to filter. I just want the sales region to be only, okay, I think I've selected something there. Wait. Oh, sorry, I drilled down, right? So let me drill her back. I'm taking away this. So my sales region, from your filter, you can say, okay, I only want to see Canada West and Central West and Mexico City Central. For only that visual, it will affect it. But you can also have filter on different pages. I mean, on the whole page rather. Let me see. Okay, so if you come down under your filter, you see filters on this page. So on this page 3 alone, if I want to filter anything, I just bring in that column, drag it in here and select something. So no matter what your slicer or your other filtering might be, it will always filter only those ones that you've selected on that page. Do we understand? Then we also have another one, filter on all pages. That means that if I put any column here and drag it here, maybe store name, I drag it and I only select all and remove store 10, store 11. In the whole of your pages, goal page, page 1, page 2, page 3, you will never see store 10 and store 11 value. Do we get that? So we should be careful on any filter that you're applying inside here. It's not majorly important. It depends on the requirement that you're giving that will makes you to think, oh, I need to make my whole page or my whole pages to be filtered on this and this and this and this alone. Do we get? Do we get? So let me remove all this filtering that I did. I just clear my filter. So for the slicer is also a visual. We have different type of slicer here. And the first slicer that we have is just slicer, right? Button slicer. If I select button slicer and I say, okay, my region stores. Okay. You see how your button slicer looks like. So when I select Acapulco, you see that all the values changes. If I select Birmingham, you see that all the values changes like that. And same thing with others too. So now let me change this button slicer to text slicer. Text slicer, you have to search. It's just like you saying you went to a site and you want to search for something. You just have to filter by that word, right? But because you're making use of store city, whatever you're filtering here has to be based on the values inside your store city. So if I click loose, right, It just shows me that, okay, it's only Los Angeles that this thing is filtering for. It is not necessary for you to type everything in full before you can get whatever you want. If you just have an idea of what the city is, you just type it in and then you filter. So let me go to, let me clear this. Yeah, filter. Then we also have list slicer. List slicer will just list it for you as normal listing, right? And you can select any, right? You can select any. Then also don't forget that in your slicer, you can also format your slicer settings here. We have slicer settings. If you want it to be able to select all, you just pick show select all as an option in the slicer. So it just helps you to select everything at once, right? And you see that select all as an option. Now, let me take this back. Okay. So you see that it's selected all. And if I want to deselect all again, I just click this and deselect all. Then you can also force selection. It's just based on your settings that you want to do, right? Just go through it when you're having your practice and you can play around it, right? I don't want us to do all that. Okay, so that is it. We also have some other visuals like that in here, but try to explore. We have table visual, we have matrix visual where you can do a lot of formatting, conditional formatting that we did in Excel. You can do all those things inside. And let me try to create a simple table matrix for you here. Okay, sales region, profit. Okay, so for my value, let me pick a particular value, right? Okay, specific column, and let me say, okay. Okay, so if you come to your cell elements, your table visual, I can click on profit and I say, okay, I want to format it. I want to do a lot of, coloring, and the likes that you want to do. If it's icon that you want, we talked about conditional formats in Excel, icon, data bars, font color, background color, and the likes. You can also apply that in here. So if I click select icon, you see how it's bringing it out, right? And if I change this to data bar, did you see what we did in Excel? If I change it to font color, did you see? But you can also change all those settings. Can you see the background colors and the likes? So if I put my icon, I'll select this FX function, FX, right? And if I select this FX, it takes me to where you can adjust your settings, change it, the color, change the icon. I don't want this style. I want to change it to this style and blah, 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 like that. Just edit it, it just changes it automatically. Same thing can be done for other formatting like that. Okay. So do we have any question before we go to the reporting, please? I only have like 30 minutes to use for that. And it's very, very important. Our visuals, our reports cannot be like this. We're just testing a different report, different visuals rather. But we'll have to combine everything together in one spot, all right? One page and publish. So any question before I go? Please, I would want us to talk now. I beg. Please.
Please, I don't get clearly when you explain about preference analyzer. Maybe you can come to it at the end of the class, maybe.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Performance analyzer, when you are explaining it, I don't
Key
get it.
performance indicator, KPI. Okay, performance analyzer.
Yes.
Okay, so it's under your optimize to bar, right? Tab rather. And when I click on performance analyzer, if I say I want to refresh this visual now, I'll start recording and then I will refresh visuals. So it just shows me how many minutes or how many seconds is each visual is taking to refresh. Do you understand?
Okay.
And if you see that one is taking too much of time, you have to look at that visual. What's going on with that visual? Do you understand? And there are also some external tools that you can use, that Studio Tabular Editor, to show how each of those visual or measures or calculated this thing that you calculated, columns, blah, 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 what is taking, why it is taking time for them to refresh and the likes. Do you understand?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Any other question before we go to the reporting? Please, this is a major aspect too. So I would want you to understand this before we go there. Are we clear? Hello?
We are clear. We are clear.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, yes.
So
Okay.
I want you guys to check something out. What do you say about this report? In simple terms, we want to build this, right? Because majorly, when you guys are doing your process and everything, is this kind of visual that you post online, not this page 1, page 2 that we just did some basic thing, right? Your visuals need to look so neat and not shouting too much. Like, and the colors that you're selecting is, can they be together? It's not that you're not pink, red, green, yellow, red, orange, and everything together and things like that. So in essence, we just want to recreate this. All right, I will just create another page and then we'll recreate this. Are we getting it? So there is
Yes,
one
Yes.
thing. Yeah, there's one thing I would also want to inform us. You can create your Canvas templates, Power BI templates. We have something we call templates that you can create in PowerPoint, and you can also do it in Power BI here, depending. I created this on PowerPoint, and then I imported it into my Power BI as my Canvas background. And you see that I've already separated everything, created all these things using this what's it called? All these values, right? The canvas size Power BI. Power BI uses pixel 720 by 1280. Let me show you that here. So if you come to your canvas information settings rather, you see height is 720, width is 1280. Let me change this to middle. I like it to be in the middle. Yeah. So it is pixel, right? 720 pixel, 1280 pixel. Then in PowerPoint, it's always in centimeter. So I just converted this 720 and 1280 to centimeter. And then I created something out of it. So in SA, it's actually easy to do. Oh no, let me create new. But you can try to do that on your own, right? So it's just like creating a shape, 19.05 and 33.87. Just creating shapes. I want this kind of shapes, right? You draw it and then you change this to 19 and then 33 here. Sorry, no, this is 33, right? No, this is not what I want. 19.05 height and 33.87. Okay, 18 and 5.18 rather. 18 and 5.18. Yeah. 18 and 5.18. Then you can change the color, right? You just take it to where it is good. Then shape fill, more fill, and then you change the color using this X. I don't know, maybe 460, 46. Let's see what that color would be like. So you can just create your own this thing like that, and then you create another one. Sorry, you create another one, shape it like that. You just created this kind of templates. Like, I don't want to waste our time doing that. So when you are done with this, you save it as PNG. Save as, then you come here and change this to PNG, and then you save only that one page. So when you save it, because I've already done that, right? You come here and then you go to your canvas background and browse your image. So this is my background. And then I hoping, then you bring your transparency to 100 and that is it. So it's kind of easier. So you already have everything laid out just for you to be putting your visuals inside and you're good to go, right? So we are done with the visuals templates. Then I would like to insert a title. What's a title? Come here, add a text box to your report, and then you can bring it here and say, okay, maybe what should we call it? What should we call this a data set? Superstore analysis, right? Analysis. Let me change this to 16. Right, bolding it. I can give it a color. Anyways, this one is just And then you can bring, what's it called? Maybe the company's logo or company's, I don't know. You can just bring it and then like an image. This is where you can get image from. Add an image to your report and then you look for logo, your company's logo, and then you just place it somewhere up. This is not that clear, right? Anyways, that's it about that. Then so here now we have inside there are the cards. I want to display cards inside all these six small boxes. And here maybe a column chart, right? Or a bar chart. A bar chart would have been nice. Yeah, a bar chart. Maybe a map chart or a line chart somewhere, a pie chart, and you just want to create something like that. So what do we do? Let's go to the column chart first and bar chart first. This is my bar chart. I come here and then let me drag it to the shape of this first one. I hope we're seeing that. What should we pick? Store name. Then let's see, maybe profit, right? You see now we have that. I don't know, this white color doesn't make sense, right? That is showing us. Let's come to formatting and then we change the background from size and styles and then we remove this background, right? Then our color, this blue color doesn't go with the, what's it called? With the green. We come to bar and then change the color from this to, okay. Do I remember the color code? I'm not sure. No. Let me check that color code from my PowerPoint. Sorry. Okay. Okay. The yes, I have the green color and I can also make it transparent. Like if I don't want it to be more greenish, so I can change that. Then my data value. So my data label, let me put that on. Yeah, 102. As I've said earlier, I'm not seeing this store name, store. We already know that it's store. This is store name. I have it here to as store name. So let's just remove the y-axis. Is it title now? Yeah. And then under the x-axis, we also remove the title and then the value, and we have that, right? That's done. So let me just duplicate this, Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, bring it here. And then I want to have a field map. Oh, I didn't talk about a field map. So we have field map and we have shape map, right? So for the field map, that one just shows the various color representation of each category that you are having. So here I want to use region because as a map, it's best for you to use your latitude, longitude, region, and things like that, states. It helps you to grab it much better. Okay. My location is says region, right? My two tips. Okay. Oh, this is not nice. Sales region and then profit. Because this shows that should be North America, right? Okay. Yeah, you see that this color is changed. Looking at your goal, what do we have in here? Store country and then total customer. Store country and total customer. Store country. Where's our store country? From the store. Yep. Store country. Then yeah, you can still leave as profits. So you see here, and you can also change the field color the way you like. If it's not green, if you don't want green, and you can also use conditional formatting to say, okay, my highest value, let it be that green color, right? It should be deep, right? And then my lowest, let it still be this green, but more Yeah, this is better. Then, okay. You see that the color will change. And you see that this aspect, which is USA, has the highest profit. That is why it is deeper. And the Canada has the lowest profit. That is why it is just lighter. So in essence, it just helps you to see it like that. And then let's move here. Let's create a pie chart or a donut chart here. All right, bring a pie chart here. Make it the shape. You see that our report is already at least making sense little by little, thanks to the template we already have installed rather than trying to create from the scratch, right? The last pie chart we did, not the beautiful one. What did we use? Was it education? Who can remember? Member card, I think. So which member card is giving us the much profit? Right? You can be able to see that, oh, is this bronze? Is the bronze people that are giving us the highest profit and like that. Don't forget, we're changing this background to white. Let's change this. Yeah, like it's looking better. Then this color too is not necessary. You have blue, red, yellow, orange, all those color. You can actually have just one color, but you just change the what's it called? You change the gradient, right? Are you with me? You
Yes,
see?
yes, we're
Yes,
with you.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so
We are following.
I just changed these gradients. I don't want this. Let's take it back. And then the last one. Let's pick the lighter shade. Yeah. So rather than using a color rainbow, and use something better. And then the last one, I'm just doing Control C, Control V. Don't forget. We can make use of column charts, right? And then let's pick something here. Let's look at, what do you think we can use here? Who can give an idea? Who can give an idea? What can we use? Hello? No. Okay, well, we can actually do this, but you just do your filter and say, okay, top 10. I don't want to see everything like this. They are much, right? They're having a lot. Oh my gosh. These are a lot. So let me just say top. I don't want to see everything. So you come to your filter and do, okay, I don't want to do basic. Let me do top N. And be top 7 by what? We're doing profit, right? So you come to your profits and then add your profit here, just drag it and apply. So it will only show you top 7. And if it's top 5, you can make it top 5, right? And then don't forget in your text, your title now, come to your title and change this to top 5, right? So that people understand that this is what you're doing. Top 5 product or product brand by profit, right? Are we good to go? Okay, by profit, and then don't forget the color. This blue color doesn't go with the green that we've been using. So let me pick this green, and that is it. Then for these cards, so inside of this card, let me make use of single card, and you can also use multi cards depending. Anyways, let me try this. I used the single card in the previous Google page. Let me try to use this new card, and then here. Let's pick total customer first. After total customer, your total quantity sold, unit sold, then total sales, right? Total cost, total profit, and then total products, right? So you come to your layouts. Don't forget, this is single row, but increase your cards so it can show everything at once. How many did you pick? We selected 6. Okay, 6. And then the cards between them, let's reduce it. Yeah, that's better. Then we have to reduce the value. You see that this is so high that, so big that we cannot see what the value is. So let me say 20. Let's see. Okay. I think 20 is better. Then you select each of those series. These customers now, I want my display units to see all. That's 8,000 instead of 9,000. That 9,000 we deceive in data. We don't deceive people, right? Let's just show everything if it is important for us to show. And then this one, if I put it as none, okay, so my total unit sold comes to your total unit sold and then put your comma under measure tools, select that measure, then come to measure tools and make it comma so it can see 833,489. Are we getting it? Are we getting it? Hope I'm not too fast. Yeah, I just want us to be quick so that we won't waste much of our time. And this, I'm putting it as 1,000. You can also put it as million, still fine, right? Then total sales. Let me reduce this so that we can see all. Okay. I guess because we added all, let me select all first. And then my value, where's my value? Okay. Total cost is what? Thousands, right? Then total unit, total product sold rather. Let's put it as none. Yeah, none. Under properties, there is also something we call data formats. Data formats where you can also put your format, you can customize it. So if I'm adding formats, I just use hash. This is what I want. You see? Can you see that? Or just hash. It shows me, sorry. Okay. This. Do we get that? I'm just showing different kind of formatting that we have in here so that it will be, if you want to format anything, you just know how to go about it. I'll change that one to million. Don't worry. Come back here. Total sales. Total sales, thousands. That's one. Yeah, 1,765,000. And you can also put it as none. Let's just see the total sales. Then I want it in dollar. So I select dollar. Under this dollar, it's not only dollar. You can also see naira. Let me search for naira. Are we all from Nigeria? Nigeria, yes, naira. So I can add naira. Yeah. So this zero, I don't want to show two decimal places. Let me just use zero. So this 0.00 will leave. So it's just for you to say, total unit sold. Sorry, total unit sold is not dollar. No. It's total sales. Yeah. It's total sales that is dollar or naira. Anyone you feel like using. I hope you're just getting it. Yeah. So for mine, don't let me do any paparazzi here again. Let me just remove this background and come here, put it inside here. Take this off a little bit because I'm using new cards, and that's why it might not correlate with the template I had there earlier. And then for my cards here, come to cards, my background, remove that background so that it can just. Did you see what happened now? Here too, let me remove the background. Where is my background? Yeah. So do we get that? Are we good to go? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, thank
Please,
you.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Okay, you talked about this template. What if in a situation where we don't have like
Okay, if you don't have, let
PowerPoint
me just show you.
accessible to, yeah, or
Let me
Power
just show
Query,
you
I mean.
something. Sometimes too, when you just have like few 3 hours, 4 hours to build something quickly. This is what I do. I just come to my insert. All right. Come to my shapes. These shapes, add the shape to your this thing. You come here. I just drag it down. Try to create my own inside here, right? I can make it rectangle. Okay. Let's just still use shape style. I can still make it that rectangle, then make it my rounded shape 10 or 12. If I click outside, you see what is going on. Control C, Control V, right? I bring it here and I say, okay, I want my, what's it called, cards. I want all the cards to be in here. Don't forget what we mean by cards, okay? So this is where my cards will be. Let me change this color. I don't like blue, this blue. Maybe because it's the default, Sha. I don't just like the blue color. Let's use purple. Okay. Then this, let's still maintain this color. Oh, no, no, this is not nice. Okay. Control C, Control V again. Then the next one is making, okay. You see what I'm trying to do? I'm just making sure everything is aligned, right? Then Control C, Control V again. Maybe another report, another visual comes up in here. No, let me do something now. I don't want that template again. Let's use another template. Then here, and let me come to my size, width, reduce my width. It's just a quick one though. I hope you understand. Okay. Sorry, 250. We'll bring this down, take this up a little bit. So you can put in your title. So use another template. Do you get?
Okay,
Do we
thank you.
understand? So it just depends on how fast you are and how you want to go about you. Do you understand now? Are we good to go?
Yes, yes, I do. Thank you.
Yeah. So let me assume that we are done. Let me just assume that you are done with the whole of the report. You've created like 3, 4, 5 pages. This first page is based on marketing analysis. This second page is based on profits by region or something. This another page is based on regional, blah, blah, blah. You've created all those reports like, and you want your users to make use of them, you need to publish it to the service. So we have from the first lessons you've done, right? You talked about Power BI, Power BI desktop, Power BI service, Power BI mobile. Can you remember? Did they talk about it the first teacher? Can we all
Yes.
remember? So we have something called Power BI Desktop, which is what we are using. We have Power BI Service where you publish your report to, and your stakeholders can make use of it to get whatever they want to get. It's not from your own desktop that they will come and say, oh, this we want our report. So once we have something called publish, we come to our home and then you click publish. Oh, sorry, let me change this. So you have to sign in with the correct accounts. So we sign in with the right accounts. Sorry, I haven't signed in because please, we have a developer account. Hmm? Do we have developer accounts?
No.
So
No,
which
ma'am.
account are you, which accounts are we using to practice? Did they tell you how to get any developer accounts in the first, second, third class? Were you taught?
No.
Okay. So in essence, presently, I'm not sure Microsoft is giving a free developer account again. However, for those that have developer account, you can reach out to any of your friends that have developer accounts. So they will create a tenant for you. So you'll be like a tenant in their house. You understand? So they create an account for you, maybe adebola.adesoyin at their own domain mail. Then they give you a password. So you have your email, they create an email address and a password for you. So it's that email address and password that you'll be using. So if you have any friend that can help you with that, that can create a tenant for you, a tenant account for you under them. So you can make use of that. So when you create a Power BI report like this, you just publish, click on your publish, and then it will tell you see, right? Then sorry, I didn't add filters because of our time, but you understand how the filters, the sliders work. So you create a workspace. I mean, you already have a workspace that you have in your Power BI service. So automatically it's bringing you here. Here is just like a service. The Power BI service, what is on your Power BI service. If I open my Power BI service here now, you're going to see all this workspace. So which workspace do I want to publish this report to? I can just pick a report workspace, right? If I select that, it will show me the previous reports that I have in there at the moment. Then I'll just select. But let me assume that you already have this report inside this piece. If you select, it will tell you that you want to replace the previous one that was there. You click yes, and it will overwrite the first one that was there. But presently, I do not have any previous that is this visualization class TQ. So I just click on select, then it starts to publish to the Power BI service. When it is done, it will tell you that your report has been published to blah, 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 blah. Then you can now go to the service. Then from the service, you can assign members to that workspace and your stakeholders. You see, this is completed. Do I have my workspace opened? Sure. Let me try and open one so I can show you how it looks like. Yeah. Or has anyone, do we have anyone here that has it or that has worked with it before? Please, I need answer. Can you hear me? I hope you all understand this class.
We are following. We are following.
But has anyone worked with the Power BI service before here?
Personally, no.
Okay. I just want to show you how it looks like. So I'm logging in now, adding my password. This one is just an authorization that I need to add. Microsoft Authenticator. I don't know if anyone of you has heard that before. So you just sign in. Okay. So let me show you how the Power BI service, and that is where we also have Microsoft Fabric. Yeah. So this is my home tab, right? And I come to my workspaces. So if I come to workspaces, all the workspaces that you were seeing the other time, can you see them all here now? So if I click on that all reports workspace, it will show me the reports that I have here. Let me take this one out. You see now, so I have different reports in here before. I'm using their fitness, blah, 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 blah. So the last one I just published, you can see it here. So if I click on this, right click and open a new tab, it will show us the report that we built in desktop, right? It will show it to her say, and from here you can manage access. I want to add blah 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 person to this my stakeholder from what's it called? Do I have any? I'm looking for any random one that Microsoft has given me before. Okay, sorry, add people rather. So I want to add a new person. I'm adding this person as member, and I click on add. So the person will see all the reports that you are seeing there because that person is a member. The person is going to see everything and be able to interact with every of the reports that I have here. So can you see that the reports we built in desktop is now showing on service? So this is the goal that we're trying to do, and you can interact. If you click on 1996, it changes the value. If you click on 1997, it changes it. If I click on government, supermarket, like that, it just changes everything and you're good to go. Do you understand? And all the beautiful visuals that we created earlier, because I did not hide it. So now here, come to my desktop, because I don't want my stakeholders to see it. I will just hide it. All these ones that we did some maneuver thing and for practice, I just hide it. So here we don't need to hide this one. Then here maybe you want to hide it too. So I just hide it and then you save and republish. So let me show you that publishing, the one I showed you here that I said if you republish in this workspace, you see that the response is going to tell users, do you want to overwrite or something? Let's be, because we already have it in the workspace. So it's just going to show us that you want to overwrite the report that was there before, and then you click on yes, and then it overwrites it. So let's wait. Oh, I took our time today, right? I'm so sorry, guys. But I just hope you got one or two things from this class, and which is the last class, right?
Yes, we did. Thank you.
So do we have any other questions that we want to ask? There are other things I did not mention here, actually. Okay, I said I'm going to mention how to import custom visuals. Currently, all the visuals that you're seeing here, they are default visuals. But if you notice all this one below here, you can see this 1, 2, 3, 4. They are custom visuals that I imported. It wasn't the Power BI default one that they gave us. But because I needed something, I needed a visual that's maybe because of the way my stakeholder wants their report, I need to get a particular visual that is not on the default. I'll have to go to App Store, Microsoft Visual App Store, to get that visual. Then I import it in here. So I'll be able to use it for my report and any other reports that I'll be doing later on. So there is one that, it depends. We have a lot of those custom visuals, but you just need to get the right one that you need at that point in time. So do we have any questions that you would like to ask before we call it a day? Busola, please, are you still with us? Busola? Busola? This is Busola here. Hello? Questions,
Yeah.
questions. We're not asking questions. Is it that it's not clear or it's clear or which one, please? Because this is actually upon everything you're doing back end, that's the front end that people will see. You know, you've done modeling, you've done DAX measures, you've created transformation, you've done transformation in Power Query, you've cleaned, you've trimmed, you've splitted, you've grouped, you've done this group. But what people will see is your front end. So all the things that you've done, they are back end Power BI developer. We have people like that. And we have front end Power BI developer. We also have the full stack Power BI developer. So the front end that people will see is that visuals, is that your report. Yeah. Can someone tell me the difference between the report and dashboard? Yes, because I noticed that some companies and some stakeholders will be like, I want dashboard, give me dashboard. But it's not actually dashboard that they are looking for. It's actually report. So who can tell us the difference between report and dashboard? Mike, who should I grant Mike? Please, you can raise your hand. Let me just unmute you. Hello, Winnie, are you there? Please raise your hand. Let me unmute you so that you can talk. Reports and dashboard, the difference. Hi. Hello. My people, please talk. Let's chat. Do we know? Okay, let me just see your response on the chat then. Do we know the difference between reports and dashboards? Hi. What is talking? Is this taking time? Hello, are you with me? Just tell me the difference between reports and dashboards.
Personally, I don't know the difference. I don't know if you can help us out.
Okay. At least say something. Let me know that okay, this is where I should come in.
Sorry, I was
Hey.
having issue with my mic.
Okay, the guy I was responding before, please, what's the name? Do you know the difference between report and dashboard? Okay, let me just show you. Okay. Let me show you. The first, the report we did, right? That we created on Power BI desktop. Where is it again? Sorry. That's one that you're seeing here. Where's that? Go. Okay. What you're seeing here is a report. And your report can contains various pages, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages, 10 pages, depending on what you want to see. So reports is made up of more than one pages, right? And where you can interact with your reports, click on a particular year, slice it by year, slice it by different slicers that you have in here, and be able to get insight deeply into what each visuals is speaking and how you can interact. If I click on this sales district now, it's going to affect all others, right? So that means that this 209,000 from this state is showing me that the profit by education, the percentage is coming from this, the percentage is coming from that and that. So it just helps you to understand better how each of these visuals interact together and how you can get deeper insights into what you are visualizing. However, dashboard and then reports also, it is only created, you can create reports on both desktop, Power BI desktop and Power BI service. So inside here now, I can click on edit and I'll be able to edit my report, right? All the hiding that I wanted to do earlier and I'm trying to republish, I can hide them in here, right? Do all the hidings. Okay, that's great. Then I control save, then refresh again. So if I refresh again, all those other pages that we use for practice and like that, they will be gone. So they won't be there again. Loading. Can you see now? So we only have goal, page 4 and page 5, which wasn't hidden. But for dashboards, right? Let me go back to all these report spaces. I don't know. I think I should have one dashboard here. I should have one dashboard here. Sorry, I just need to see where the dashboard is. So dashboard can only be created on Power BI service. You cannot create dashboard on service, on desktop rather. Yeah, this is dashboard. You see the icon is different. Can you see that it's showing dashboard? While others is what report. You see this is report. So when you publish a report on service, automatically it will show you both the report and the semantic model. Semantic model is called data set. That's the data set that you used in your report. So it's published the report and also published the semantic model. That is why you can edit on Power BI service. Having that the data set is not published, which is semantic model, you will not be able to edit on Power BI service. So for dashboard, you cannot see the semantic model for it. Do you understand? Because you created dashboard from various reports. So let me open this dashboard and show you how it looks like. So dashboard is visuals that was pinned from different reports. So I have a report called visualization, Datakliq, class 6 and equal 6. I have another report from sales store. I have another report from adventure cycle holders. I have another report from this, from that, and blah, 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 like that. And I actually want to pin, I want to see visuals from different reports like that, 2, 3, 4, 5 reports. I want to see visuals from there because I want my finance department to see something. I also want my sales department to see something. I want my marketing department to see something. So combination of all those different reports that you pinned makes up the dashboard. Let me go back to, okay, let me just click on this. I just want to show you how to create that dashboard. It's like I'm going extra with the visualization class, but I just hope you guys are okay with it, right? Or there's no need, we should not do it.
No,
Is
can
there
do
any
it.
need? Okay, so this is a report too, right? This is a report, and I want to create a dashboard. So I just click on this dashboard, rather on this visual, right? And then I pin it. There is a pin here. There is a focus mode too that we talked about. See pin. This one that looks like a pin. This is copy. This is like notification, like trigger something. I want you to give me notification, add an alert. Then this is filter and slicer. This is focus mode. If I put on focus mode, it will just show it in a bigger way like that. Then, so if I just click on pin here, pin visual, can you see? It will tell me pin to dashboard. So that is why you cannot create dashboard on Power BI desktop. You can only create it on Power BI service by going to different reports and try to pin to an existing dashboard or a new dashboard. So if I click on new dashboard, it will tell me to put in the name of the dashboard. You click pin, then it will create a dashboard for you. So because I have another dashboard entirely before. Oh my God, where is this? Okay, so you see this dashboard. This one is coming from some reports. If I go down, this one is coming from another report like that. But if I click on any of them like this, right, it will take me to that dashboard. Because I click on that one, it's taking me to it's taking me to the report that I created the dashboard from. Do we get? Do we get? Do we get it?
Yes.
So that is like my my report. My Power BI desktop is having a glitch somewhere. Okay. So are we clear on all the things we've discussed about today? Mm?
Yes. We have
So thank you
checked a
so
lot of things.
much. Thank you so much for having me. I don't have Busola here again, I think. Okay, sorry. Working on this visual and I didn't do mine the way you explained yours, and I'm kind of lost my which report is this? Is it the same thing we're doing here? Who is this person? Can you just let me know who you are so that I can unmute you? And Modupe Adebigbe. Modupe, please just raise your hand. Okay. Modupe, can you hear me? Can you just unmute? Okay. So I'm with you, Modupe. Your mic is on now. You can allow me. You can talk now, Modupe.
Okay, good afternoon, ma.
Yes, please.
I was doing this yesterday, not today, and this was how the way you did yours was kind of different from the way I was doing this. So I'm kind of lost. I didn't really get it.
Okay. So what exactly did you do that is different? Let me just understand. Are
Okay.
we using the same data set? Number one.
No, 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 no.
Exactly. So number two, you said the way I'm doing mine is different, right? In what way?
Yes. Okay. For instance, for my after creating the DAX and whole, I just
Mm-hmm.
went to the card, then to do my
Mm-hmm.
KPI. Then
Mm-hmm.
after the KPI, I was still on that same screen. I didn't move to another sheet. So after the KPI, then I use my bar chart and the line to create the what's it called, the analysis. I'm still working on it though. I'm not done yet. So I didn't do the way you went to the another sheet and create text and all that. I didn't do it that way.
Okay. Okay, now I get. So the way I created different pages, right? I was using different pages for all those when we were talking about each of those visuals, what they do, and when you can use them. Those ones are just practice and telling you, just opening different pages for you to see what each of those visuals look like. That's not a report, no. But the report is, I showed you a goal page, right? I was telling you that this goal page is what we want to achieve, right? By
Yes. Yes,
combining
ma'am.
our charts together. Then I opened a new page just to show us how we can create a template and then input our visuals in it, format it the way we would. It is expected of us, and then give a clearer picture of what the data set is all about, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so it's not all the pages that you might use. That's why I said depending on your stakeholder, we call something business requirement documents. So before you create any report, you need to understand what the data set is all about. You need to understand what the stakeholders need. You ask them questions upon questions. You don't just go ahead and create. Ask them questions based on the data you are giving. With that, when they give you the business requirement document, we want to see see this. We want to get this kind of insight. It's from there that it now helps you to adjust your transformations and cleaning and the likes for you to get to your expected end and then visualize. So it's based on that requirement. If they say I want to see over time, blah, 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 you should know that you're using line chart for that kind of
Yes,
question.
ma'am.
So, and then it helps you to now see, okay, how can I bring all these things together? If everything cannot be in one page, do you understand? You have to break it down into different page and let us also understand that those ones that are in one page, you can link them up together for you to be able to reason some things out of it. It's not just bringing different charts together and then put it in one page. No, everything must relate together. All right. If I'm
Okay.
saying
Yes, ma'am.
profit for a region or something, and it's not correlating with the other visual that is beside it or behind it, I mean below it or something, it won't be able to tell the stakeholder any story because your visuals makes story. It gives story, right? That is why as a data analyst, you should also understand business. Because if you don't understand business, what each of these departments are doing, what this column translates to, how do we come about this column and the likes. You won't be able to tell story behind those data. You just see numbers, but you're not being able to tell stories behind this data that, oh, the reason why this number, so that's why we have different kind of data. We have prescriptive, descriptive, predictive, and the likes. So you explain why this number is like this, what is causing this number to behave like this, what business, what kind of business factors that is deciding that kind of number. You just tell a story behind it and helps your stakeholders to even know that, oh, this person actually know the business, not just numbers, not just giving us visuals. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, please. Thank you. So, any other question? One, going to 3, 4. Okay, I think this is where we end our. Um, it's great having nice time with you guys, and the quiz will also be dropped on the Discord before the close of today. Before the close of today, Busola will drop the quiz, and please attend to the quiz. And I'm very sure you should have above 80% in this quiz because we touched almost all the parts. Please. And if you also have some other people that are not here now, let them watch the video later on and then attend to the quiz. So thank you so much and have the best evening. Bye.
Bye. See you. Thank you a lot.
Thank you. Bye-bye.